Grant Cardone brought someone on to the Unbreakable Business Challenge on Revenue Day to show us the ultimate secret as to how we
interview 15 to 21 experts, and I have all of them mail their databases and share their interview with them. Okay, so that's the simple aspect. Just go listen to a podcast. It's exactly the same, but I put it behind closed doors. What's not the same is the hook of what exactly are you giving on these interviews. So the first thing I did was I started doing these interview series, controlling my audience. Now, do the math. Our average client within 45 to 60 days does 2,700 new people on their list. If you're in the fitness world or you're in the spiritual world, you're like 10,000, 12,000 people on your list. I don't know what that is, dollar amount, but if you put 3,000 times $15 an opt-in, right? If it costs you $15 to run paid advertisement, how much does that come to? $45,000. So people underestimate this interview series. When COVID hit, I got phone calls from Bedros. I got phone calls from Suzanne Evans. I got phone calls. Pete Vargas did a 21-day interview series. It's the thing that made him famous. It literally is the thing that made him famous. He did 21 days, and I said to him, okay, great, you're running ads to this. Are you having the experts mail? And he went, oh, shit. And then the next day, because he pivots fast, we get a video. Hey, guys, I just want to ask you, would you mail to your list? And what did they do? They got on it, and they mailed. Because if you don't ask, they won't do. Okay, so this is highly underestimated. Anybody who runs paid advertisement will tell you that if you have people mail their email lists to a registration page, that conversion is much higher than any paid advertisement. Much higher, right? I asked you guys when you were at Dean Graziosi, and I said, what's the number one conversion? You're like, email list, right? It's like the email list, and it's your own list. It always is. And then it goes to other people's lists, and then it goes to paid advertisement. So when you look at this, when you look at stacking, here's what we do. Every 2 people, I want you to make an offer. And ask every second person to throw in a bundle.
Alright, so I am a big fan of clarity, so what I'm going to do is make things extra clear as to what we're doing. So while at GrowthCon and some people in other places, I started collecting people from the mastermind, from the conference, from the meetings, and finding people that would be a good fit to be interviewed. And what's going to happen is I'm going to interview, which elevates you, because now you look amazing, right? You look like a person who's got their stuff together, because only people that got their stuff together are getting interviewed. So it's going to elevate you. And then on top of that, you're going to email your listener and say, hey, I'm getting interviewed. And then some other stuff, which we'll talk about the copy later, that will entice people to come in. And so we're all going to email our lists. And as a consequence, even if just 10 of us get together and do it, we can increase the size of each other's list by maybe even as much as 10,000, or maybe exponentially further. I don't know, but we're going to find out. And so I can't wait to grow lists together, to give you guys free content by interviewing you guys, and to slay.